Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Keanu, and I'm 23 years old. I actually have this video on my YouTube channel. I quit my job. What was that? Almost a month ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're about to hit a month since I've quit my job and pursue my dream of and I can get into all that stuff a little later, but for now we'll just keep it simple. Pursue my dream of personal training. I've learned a lot over the course of my life, but I didn't learn shit until I would say honestly until I joined the military, and even then I had a lot to learn, and I'm still learning a lot, but over the past few weeks, I've probably learned more about myself than I ever have, and more, actually, maybe not more about myself, but I've learned more about life than I ever have, and it was a very sobering kind of experience, and it was a horse pill, or I guess I had to swallow something fatter. Pause on that, bro. I had to swallow a really tough truth pill, over these past few weeks. I won't get into a super detailed explanation of what that was, or what. Let's just say life kind of hit me. I feel like the military will teach you what it's like to be a man, but the stability kind of produces a level of ignorance in a way, because the military is very stable, and it's very comfortable too. You really don't have to do a whole lot. You don't have a whole lot to worry about. Healthcare is taken care of. What you do every day is taken care of. You don't have to really think methodically about how you're going to structure your day. It's already structured for you. Now it teaches you what it's like to live in structure, and you won't realize just how much of a privilege that is until you get out. And I didn't realize how much of a privilege it was until I got out, and I thought, it really is a lot easier when somebody's telling you what to do with your life every day, rather than structuring it on your own. Now, the freedom, I guess, is nice, but that also comes with its own downsides, and one of those is now you got to do it yourself. Right now, you got to figure out, I got to keep myself accountable to wake up every day. Right? There aren't just legal consequences that I'll face if I don't wake up. No, now there's nothing, which is almost worse in a way, right? Because there's nothing holding you accountable anymore. Now it's just you. Now you're the only person holding yourself accountable. Being unemployed, and making this move of quitting my job, which, by the way, was a really comfortable job, a really good company, really good benefits, really high paying too. And just by quitting that job, I immediately, not immediately, it took a while, but after a while I was like, I fucked up. I kind of fucked up, because as soon as I quit my job and I had this dream of being a personal trainer, I wasn't doing anything. And that's when I realized, right, it's not a job issue. No, the issue it's a discipline issue, right? It's having the balls of a man and saying, getting up and taking care of your fucking business. Now, my circumstances are going to be different than a lot of other 23-year-olds, right? I have 2 kids and I'm married. So my situation is different than a lot of your guys' out there, and that I do understand, but makes it even worse in my case, right? Because I have kids I have to take care of. I have a wife I have to take care of, a home that I got to feed. So I don't want to get too deep into that. Anyway, quit my job. Now I'm trying to build a career in being a personal trainer. I got really good genetics. I feel that I'm more than qualified to do it. I am passionate about it. It's one of the few things I am interested in. And so I'm set up really well for it. It's just the execution part that needs to be done. So there's that. I'm going to start doing this content stuff. Another thing that I really got into that I shouldn't have, before the the lead up to quitting this job, and even while I was in the military, I suffered a lot from analysis paralysis, right? This idea that, like, instead of just knowing what I had to do, buckling down and getting the shit done, I would get myself into this trap of overanalyzing everything and then just being stuck and then taking no action, which you will find from experience that taking no action is almost always worse than just taking action, even if there are minor, negative ramifications of whatever action you take. It is probably worse. It is more than likely going to be worse than taking no action at all, because at least from taking the action that has a net negative kind of outcome, you'll learn something from it. But by doing nothing, you learn nothing. You experience nothing. I mean, nothing comes from doing nothing, right? It's kind of self-explanatory. So I learned that very quickly. And I'm just now realizing that I was stuck in this over-analyzing kind of frame of mind. And now I'm at the point where I'm almost just going to, like, caveman brain this shit, right? Like, know what I have to do, set up a plan, and just fucking do it. Like, not think so hard about it. Just fucking do it. Right? There's no afterthought to this shit. You know what you got to do, get up and do it. And whatever it takes to get there, you fucking do it. I want to be a personal trainer. I want to create a space for myself within the fitness community. However I do that, I don't know. I'm not worried about that right now. We got a lot of work to do before we can even think about that kind of stuff. But I'm looking to... That's the kind of route that I'm looking to go. My content is gonna contain a whole lot of stuff, a whole lot of different stuff. I don't really know what it's gonna be centered around, but a majority of it, I know what it's gonna be centered around, but I don't know everything that's gonna contain. I'm probably gonna post a little bit of everything on here. Majority of it will be fitness content. Some of it will be kind of life lessons that I've learned in my life, if you will, and how it can relate to you. A lot of it's going to be, or I guess some of it's going to be, I like fucking guns, so maybe I'll get some shooting content on here, or whatever the case may be. But a majority of it, like I said, will be fitness content, and just life content in general, So yeah. Right now, I'm on my way to the gym. It's currently 1:48 in the morning, so it's late as fuck, or I guess early as fuck, depending on how you want to put that. And I'm looking to change my sleeping schedule for sure. I gotta buckle down on this shit, man. Gotta find a way to fucking readjust my sleeping schedule and get it on point. And however I gotta do that, I will. I don't really care what it takes, right? It's part of that sort of disciplined caveman kind of mentality. There's no kind of, but this will cost me the sleep of a day. There's none of that. I went through a whole lot of that, right? Is this set that I'm about to do optimal? Because I feel like if I do this set, it'll increase my fatigue. And then it's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Just do the fucking set. And if it really is that fatiguing, take a rest day. Like, there's no need to overthink this shit, bro. There's no need to overthink life. Life is really simple. Life is really fucking simple. There's no need to overcomplicate this shit. Like I said, I went through a lot of that, and that's partly why I wanted to create this channel. That's why there's going to be a lot of videos like that tailored towards helping young guys, old guys, I don't know, helping dudes in general just like figure their shit out. And a lot of it is just like, stop overthinking this shit. Like, there's no need to overthink it. You're a man, get to fucking work, find a trade or a skill that you care about, become the best at it, right? And fucking grind. Walked in the gym, realized I forgot my lifting straps already. grab them hoes. We're gonna need these for deadlifts. Mando. Capped out at 315. All right, well, that was rather disappointing, but I would expect nothing less. 2,300 calories, and then from there, we'll kind of see where we're at. If I lose weight, depending on how much it is, it's got to be a pound a week. It can't be too brutal. But start at a pound a week, and then or we'll start at 2,300 calories. If we're losing a pound a week, then good. We'll stick with that deficit. If we're losing more than that, then we'll up the calories by 100, maybe 200. If we maintain, well, then we're gonna have to cut the calories further, or actually, instead of that, I'll probably just increase my cardio, see how much weight I could lose just based off that, and because cutting the calories is really the last thing you want to do. If your cardio is not maxed out, then I wouldn't cut calories. Like that would be the last thing that I would do. It's not a good idea to do that so early. So yeah, I guess you could kind of call this a feeler week. We'll see what my body does, and then yeah, I will. I mean, y'all will be updated. Y'all will know. My exact weight is like 202, so yeah, we'll see. And a majority of that is just fucking fat. So I got a lot to lose, bro. But again, consistency is key. Consistency is the main driver to success. We're gonna stay consistent, bro. That's what fucking matters. That is what fucking matters. So anyway, yeah, that'll conclude today's video. Yeah, that'll conclude today's video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Doses.